Liquor Talk. A brand new episode starts right now. Welcome one.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to another edition of Liquor Talk. I'm your man Victor, and I hope you guys survived the 2 hour marathon I gave you last week. I appreciate it if you did because that episode had a
Mm-hmm.
lot of moving parts.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna keep you out here for 2 hours, I promise you. But joining me today, she is the host of the What
Mm.
the Relations podcast. She recently had a
Hello.
birthday, so happy
Mm.
birthday! It's
Thank
Gia
you.
holding it down out of NY. How you doing,
Mhm.
Gia?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to be here right now. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy the week is almost over.
Oh my, yo, like I'm in college right now, and like finals is coming up, and I'm just like, whew. But after that, I graduate, so we just gonna
Ooh,
move it.
yes. I know how that feels. I know how finals
Mm.
week is. You boy, I graduated a long time ago, but I know how stressful finals week is.
It's disgusting, like
Yeah,
literally disgusting, for real.
but
Mm.
see, the thing is, one thing I've learned over the years, if you do all your work and stuff, you do everything
Mm-hmm.
you need to do, you ain't gonna trip about finals week.
But when you got mad work, I mean, you trip a little, you know?
I
It's
agree. I do
good.
agree. I know how that feels to triple
Mhm.
L, stumbling in the finals week, talking to your professors and stuff. And the professors love this time of year. They like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
now all y'all asses, bring your asses to
Right?
talk to us.
Mhm.
Oh,
Asking for extensions, all that.
yes,
Mhm.
they live for this. They live for this. They low key
No.
live for it. They ain't
You
going to
think
admit they
so?
do.
I
They
don't
do.
know. It's real ghetto. Like school, okay. I don't know about who gonna be listening, but school a little ghetto. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just ready to get up out of here. Honestly, like I go to like a PWI, so like
Mhm.
they're kind of racist out here. So I'm
Yeah,
ready to go.
yeah.
Mhm.
And see, you could be the perfect reason of why we got to advocate for people to go to the historically black colleges.
I
Uh,
mean, we gotta diversify, but
I
like,
know we got to diversify and all, but it's still 2022, and I'm
mhm,
hearing racist stories. It's like
that
it
too.
kind of breaks my heart. I'm like,
Mhm.
you're a beautiful black woman. You shouldn't be
Oh,
have to
thank
go through
you.
that bullshit.
It's ghetto, but like, I'm about to be up out of here. 2 weeks I graduate, so
Well, congratulations. I hope you
thank
got
you.
champagne ready and stuff. Just
Liquor,
yes,
liquor will be prepared. Patron will be
yes.
here.
Yes, get it
Yes.
ready. But
Mhm.
listen, just enjoy the process because hey, there's nothing like college life because hell, sometimes I look back. If I could go back, I would, but
Mm,
I'm too busy working and grinding now. So
yeah,
I'm like,
true. That's very true. That's very true.
yeah. So talk to me a little bit about your podcast, what the relations, because I see
Okay.
you a new podcaster in the building.
I am a very new podcaster. So I started my podcast journey because like I would always talk to people about their relationships. Like literally everybody will come to me. I'm talking about like people who are older than me, younger than me. Like I will get into these deep conversations about, like relationships. And like they'll always be like, no, Gigi, like you need to do this professionally. And I'm like, I don't know about professionally with some like people, but like maybe I could start a podcast or something. I just want people to hear me talk, hear my perspective, get the perspectives from other people about like certain things in relationships, especially because like my generation, like it seems like love is just dissipating. Like nothing's really going right anymore. Everybody done fucked up. Nobody getting married like that no more. And I just want to like dive deeper into why like little things going on. So I'm like, let me get some people together and we could talk about these things.
I fully agree with you because this generation, it's horrible. The dating
Mhm.
pool got every chemical you can think of in it, and then some more. It's
Exactly.
crazy,
It's
and it just
disgusting.
people have like so many fucked up mindsets. So I totally
Mhm.
agree with you. And honestly, it's what a lot of us podcasters have been talking about. Like
Mhm.
been talking about relationships and stuff. But I'm like, is because everybody has such interesting perspectives.
True. Mhm.
So I have to ask, like, how do you feel about the well relationships are now? It's like because you started a podcast about it.
Mhm. Okay, so right now I feel like everybody needs a little relationship in their life. Not you need it, but I feel like honestly, like having somebody you could really like be with is like an amazing feeling. Like honestly, genuinely and truly to have somebody who could be in your corner, like that is just beautiful to have. I'm not saying to anybody to like rush it or anything, but like, work on yourself first. Make sure you got yourself together. Don't try to bring too much baggage into a new situation. But like right now, it feels like people just begin with people over lust, especially like on social media. Like people, like I know when you see somebody, the first thing you see is my looks. First thing I see is your looks. I'm gonna want to talk to you, but like people just associate like you looking good with me wanting to really pursue you, and then they'll just get into a situation that shouldn't have been together because they didn't really get to like see what that person's about for real, and they end up getting into something toxic. Like they want to beat on each other, they want to curse each other out. Like, nobody got time for none of that.
Nobody has definitely has nobody time. And I remember
Mm-mm.
talking about this a couple years ago with somebody. Shout out to Precious, by the way. Even though
Mm.
we hadn't podcasted in a while, episode 132, it was
Oh,
titled "Love and Lust," and the girl done dropped a book now, so it's like
oh,
it's still all love here. You know what I
mm-hmm.
mean? Even though we hadn't talked in nearly 2 years, but hey, it is what it is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I still got no hard feelings towards her. You know, so I still
Hard feelings.
it's a long story. Ask my
Okay,
sister about her. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay, okay,
That
okay.
I'll leave it at that. Just ask my sister
Mm,
what I think
you're not
about
getting to
that.
that territory.
Yeah, well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna leave it at that. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, but going back to what you said about loving and lust, it's like everybody hitting on people out of lust. It's like, yeah, you do. It's like sometimes lust may get you in the door, but then you gotta ask yourself when you get to know this person, is it somebody I need, somebody I can get
Right.
money with, somebody that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna benefit me,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Elevate with them.
Somebody's gonna elevate, somebody's who I
Mm-hmm.
can somebody I can bring around my family because
Right.
not everybody you can bring around your family. And also,
Yeah.
and is this person gonna let me have a life outside? Excuse me, let me
Mm.
have a life outside the relationship too.
Mm. Yeah, possessive people, I don't know about all of that. Like, I need to be like, we are our own people, but together we are a unit. But you need to respect me being my own person. You understand?
Yes, I know. I listen, person. I would embrace that, but no, you need to have go hang out with your girls. Go and let me go
Mm-hmm.
hang out with my guys. We need that time
Right.
away from each other. Go hang
Mm-hmm.
out with your family because it's like when you don't get that time away from each other, that's how relationships get toxic.
Yeah, like you need that space a little bit. Like you can't be on top of each other all the time, you know? Like you can't that's not okay. But I mean, like when you get like do you think when you get deeper in it, that's when you could do like the 24/7 being around each other in each other's space all the time? Or you could do that now?
Even then, it's like I would never want to be in somebody's face 24/7, even if I absolutely have to, because sometimes I might need that space away from you
Mm.
because sometimes we get tired of each other. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah, true. That no, okay.
So
That
we
is
need
very
that.
true.
We need that space from each other because I've talked to married couples that's been together for 20 over 20 or 30 years in the game. They said that
Mm.
yeah, we gotta take that time away from each other, and it helps us appreciate each other when we're
Mhm.
not around each other.
No, true. But like when you're in a relationship with somebody, do you live with them? Like before you get married? Like have you lived with somebody before? Like before being married with to them?
I've never done that. I've never like I
Well, I feel
said,
like you lying to me right now.
I'm not no lie, no lie. I've never done that.
Mm,
I'm not blessed like that in a relationship when it comes to relationships. If you hear me on podcast before, you'll
mm,
learn that he has had the shit thrown at him when it comes to relationships. So
really? Mm,
it's some things it's healing from, but it's what don't kill you make you stronger. So
stronger.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I've never, like I said, I've never to answer your question, I've never lived with got to the point I wanted to live with somebody in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? So what about you?
Mm.
You lived with an ex boyfriend or something like that?
Oh no, I ain't live with nobody, but like I wouldn't, I'm not gonna lie, I would spend nights over there, but not like live, you know? Like, I
Now
can't live
I've
with
done
you.
like you, I've done that before. I've spent the
Mhm.
night over there. That's it. That's probably it. Just stay the
Yeah.
night, up in the morning, out there like it's nothing. So
Yeah, cause I can't be around you. Like, no, like when you really like somebody. 'Cause I hate when people try to like play. When you really like somebody, you want to be in their presence a lot of the time. Like, you want to be around them. You want to see how they like, how they are when you guys are in an intimate space. But like, you can't do that all the time. It gets exhausting. Like, give me time to miss you, especially in the beginning. Like, we just getting started. Like, give me some time to like, miss like having you around me, you touching me and stuff like that. Like.
yeah.
I don't know.
Listen,
Oh,
I'm for the communication every day. You don't have to blow
mhm,
my phone up. Like at some point during the day, we gotta talk. Like
true.
it's like that part I'm for. We gotta definitely talk every day. But if to be smothering each other like that, yeah, I would say yeah. Give me some space. Let me miss you. But don't let
Mm.
too much time go in between us talking because I've learned over the years you can't let too much time go by
Oh, you're true.
excuse me,
Mhm.
somebody else could be plotting and planning. That person might be plotting and planning. Also, you don't let a person leave mad either, you know.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. That's one thing I did take away from my last relationship. Like, you can't like go to bed mad at each other. Like, talk those things out. Like, communicate. We're grown adults. Like, why can't we take the time to actually talk about what's going on? People really just be like, "Oh no, fuck you, fuck this," and like, why are you with that person if you can't talk to them? Like, y'all mature adults. I don't understand.
yeah, and
But
honestly, and that's how you can see whether or not they really like you or not. Because if they like you, they're gonna sit down, they'll talk it out. They won't leave
mm-hmm,
mad. So I
true.
learned that, like I said, I learned that the hard way. You know, it's like
Okay.
I let the little chick leave mad. You know, next thing, a
Mm-hmm.
couple months later, she plotting on somebody else. I said, okay, it is what it is. But what
Mm-hmm.
don't kill you make you stronger. But let's get back to
True.
you though. So,
Mm-hmm.
what made you decide that now was the time to get into podcasting? Because I feel like you kind of had this perspective. Why you wait till you about to finish college to now jump into podcasting?
Because like for like the first 3 years of college, I didn't know what I really wanted to do. Like, I didn't know, like I didn't like look into anything. I would just talk to my friends about, relationship stuff. They would always be like, Gigi, like, okay, I'm gonna talk to you about my boyfriend, I'm gonna talk to you about like this dude I'm talking to, whatever. And it'll be like constant. And I would have conversations with these girls all the time. Like, it was like clockwork. Every week people be calling me like I'm a therapist, I swear to you. And I'm like, I enjoy doing it. Might as well find an area where I could like bring my perspective and like let other people hear it too. Because I'm like, if people see value in what I have to say, then like why don't I see value? And I'm like, let me put that on a platform. Let me podcast. Cause I'm like, I didn't want to be a YouTuber. I don't know. I wasn't feeling the YouTuber thing. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then like, I don't know. I wasn't a social media person, but I know I love to talk. I love to talk. So I'm like, podcasting, video, audio, your perspective. Let me go do it. I ain't think about that till like this year. Mm-mm.
Oh wow. Yeah, well, like I say, better late than never. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, don't. I started this. I really took this
Yeah.
podcast seriously, like like maybe 2 years after I graduated college. So if I would have known then what I know now,
Uh
I would
huh.
have definitely tapped into it. So I kind of feel you.
Yeah.
So what have you
Mhm.
learned about yourself through the first
Mhm.
couple episodes of your podcast?
I learned that I can't be perfect at everything. Like, I'm a perfectionist. I want everything to be like, I don't know, like everything I do, I overthink it. And like, I'll re-listen. You could probably like identify with this. Like, I would re-listen to my podcast all the time before I would put it out. Like, I'll listen to that like, well, maybe yours, because yours is longer. Mine's is like 20 minutes. But
Mhm.
like, I would listen to it over and over, like more than 10 times, just to make sure like it's something I really, 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 really want to do. And I'm like, you can't always do that. Like, I stopped myself from like putting out my last like 3 episodes because like right now, like school's getting a lot. And I was like, I don't want to put out nothing right now that it's not gonna be quality. So I've been like putting it on a hold for a second, like wait until I graduate. But I'm like, you can't think about like, everything being perfect. Like, put it out. It's your dream. You want to do it. Just keep putting it out. Keep putting it out. So I'm like learning to not be a perfectionist in everything I do. Learn as I go. 'Cause you can't be perfect all the time.
That's right. You damn sure can't be perfect, and it's like you can't, and also you can't hold back your episodes because sometimes podcasting can be that one thing to get you through some things. So you
True.
definitely just gotta let your podcast get you through some things, and you never know
Mhm.
who's definitely looking forward to your episodes and stuff. Because
Mhm.
sometimes I feel like I don't have people listening, but then somebody you might come in my DMs like, hey, I want to get on. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I did appreciate that, by the way.
Mhm. Oh, no. No, I was listening to your podcast, I'm like, "Hold on." Like, I just like the energy that you had. I'm like, "Okay," and you had a form out? I'm like, "Okay, yeah, let me get on this.
Yes,
Let me get
yes,
on
yes.
this."
We
Mhm.
definitely need that more. We definitely need more podcasts and love in the
Mhm.
community. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. The more you drink, the better we sound. Go ahead and pull up that liquor if you haven't done so
Damn.
already. We got the beautiful Gia of the What the Relations podcast in the house tonight. So if you go
Mhm.
back in time, what would you do differently when it comes to podcasting? What's the yeah.
If I could go back in time, I mean, I am, like, starting out new, but if I could go back in time, I probably would did it earlier. And I probably would have used the money that I was using for other things and put into like equipment and like getting more mics for like my guest members. I mean, my guests that I want to have on the show, and like booking a studio where I could do it, because I'll do it in my house. But I'm like, mm-mm.
Shit, I'm doing it in my house right
Mm,
now. So
no, no, I hear you, but like I wanted it to be like a certain aesthetic that my house doesn't give right now, you know? Like I want it to be like, lounge vibes. Like I have a certain like look in my head. And I know somebody back in New York cuz like my school not in New York right now. That's why I'm like messed up right now. But I know somebody back in New York who got like the space to where it's so perfect for me to film. So I'm like if I would have got in contact with him earlier, that's
look,
what I would have wished.
listen, I feel the same way, which is why I got a friend in Orlando. Shout out to
Mhm.
the Don B. He just wrapped up an event at this Dream Factory, and he has the perfect lounge setup. The only
Mhm.
problem is I couldn't find a place to stay or a decent job in Orlando. So if
Okay.
I would have found those two things, you better believe Liquor Talk would have been coming there from
Mhm.
every time. So, but me and Don, we're gonna talk about some things. And like I said, I'm in Tampa, and Orlando ain't nothing but an hour away. So,
Oh, wow, I'm moving to Tampa.
word,
Yeah, I gotta move to
when you
Tampa.
coming?
September. My job is out there.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Well, damn.
Mhm.
Well, guess what? You got somebody in Tampa now. There you go.
Right. Thank God. Like I heard Tampa was mad racist though. Like, is it or no?
Tampa, it has its racist parts, but guess what?
Mm,
It got its parts with a lot of black people.
okay, I like that. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna try to be there. But my job is in Clearwater, I think. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I know about Clearwater.
what's like where Clearwater?
Yeah, Clearwater is across the bridge from Tampa, but Clearwater is like where
Wait,
all the beaches are at.
okay, hold on. I might be lying. There's like okay, I'm gonna have to look back at it. I'm gonna have to look back at it. But it's close to the airport. Like it's real close.
Okay, if it's by the Courtney Campbell Causeway, or
I think it started with an S. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I cannot remember.
look, we'll just talk about it after the show. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it. We'll chop it up after the show. Let you
Yeah, my
figure that
fault.
out. But let's continue the pod. Talk to me about your last podcast, missing your ex. This
Okay.
is what the fuck us decent single men go through.
Mhm.
Y'all. Some women will get with us, talk to us, get to know us, but then they'll start missing their ex, and then it shows you miss your ex because that ex can call you and be like,
Oh,
"Hey," I'm like, so why the hell do people wait till they get involved with somebody and then give the ex the energy?
I don't know. Honestly, it might be because I don't do that. But like, it might be because like you compare once you get out of a relationship, you might compare what you have with what you had, and you might miss some things that you saw in the person that you had, and you'll be like, you know what, I kind of miss my ex a little bit, and you're like, I don't do this now, but like they might be like, no, I want to hit up my ex, I want to see what's going on with them. Like I don't know, it's not right to do because you're in a new situation, but like people be doing that. Like, but I don't understand that though. Like if you broke up with your ex, it should be, okay, it should be like this is what I was talking about in my podcast, right? When you dealing with your ex, like there needs to be barriers if you want to deal with your ex, because sometimes when you're not talking to somebody like and you broke up with your ex, like it may not be healthy to have sex with them, you know. But depending on how y'all left off, I think it's okay if y'all like both very respectable about it. Like if y'all know like y'all not meant for each other, whatever, whatever, but you still want a little one too, like maybe you could do that. But once you start dealing with somebody else, it's like you gotta cut that off. That's in my opinion. I feel like because I'm not going to deny anybody. Like you're human. If you want to do what you want to do with your ex, like, and you're not with somebody, I mean, hey, go ahead as long as it wasn't toxic. But when you with somebody, mm-mm. You can't do that. That's not right. I don't think so.
No, it's not right, but you'll be amazed by how many people do that anyway. And then
Mm.
sometimes people will call their ex, even with a totally new person. I'm like, you calling your ex while you with this new person, and you telling your ex about how they miss you. Oh, this girl can't cook like me. You and just I'm just like and I hear this shit, and I hear this shit. Some women fall for. I'm like, are you serious?
What you mean? Like what they fall for? Like
Him just simply saying, "I miss you. I miss the way you cook. I miss the way you clean." Some things
mm,
that you fall for the trap every time. I'm like, seriously. When
some girls, yeah.
you have one bad interaction with somebody
Hmm.
where you leave mad,
Hmm.
and guess what? That ex hits you up, and some fucking exes they asses be having the right time. They
Hmm.
got that timing down packed of when I'm a strike.
Okay, But like, are you speaking like? Do you have like a personal experience where like, were you a person? Have you ever missed your ex? Like, let me ask you that. Have you ever missed your ex before or no?
The only ex I think I missed was a chick in California. The only
Okay.
reason why I missed that ex is because it's like the distance got the best of us. Because if
Okay.
we were in the same state, I'd probably be married with kids by now. If we were both were in the same state,
Oh, oh, you love her. Is that what you're saying right
I
now?
think the love was there between the both of us. The love was
Oh.
mutual. We were
Mhm.
talking every day, but like I said, that was 2016. We in 2022. We good.
Oh.
Even though our HBCUs are the rival HBCUs, we still had that love for each
Wow.
other. She
That's
went to
a
Bethune
deep.
Cookman, of course. I went to FAMU, but we still
Mm.
had that love for each other, and we
Mhm.
were talking like every day, even though there was a long ass time difference between Cali and
Oh.
Florida. So, but other than her, I don't miss none of my exes. All the
Mm.
exes, they can kiss
Wow.
my ass because you know
Yeah.
what? You missed out on a fucking prize.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let them know. Let them know that they missed out on something.
Yeah, well, what about you? You miss any of your exes?
Mm-mm. No, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna be very candid right now. Like, I had broke up with my ex like in February, and now, like, I don't know. Me and him, like, I'm always there for him when he needs something. But like, if I was to talk to somebody else, it would be, cut. Like, like we have our barriers still. Like, if you need to talk to me about something, because that was like one of my good friends before we became like, boyfriend and girlfriend. So like, I'll be there for him in that aspect. But it kind of like I'll be thinking about it. Like, once you get with somebody, or like once I get with somebody, I'll be like, all right, it's like cut off time. And we don't speak all the time like that either. Like, it'll be like, once every week or something like that. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm a human. But
You
like,
real, you real. It's okay. It's okay. You know
mhm,
what I'm saying? No judgment here. We all got shit we've done in the past.
mhm,
So I totally feel you on that.
mhm.
But what made you want to lead your podcast with that episode?
Okay. Well, it's a timing thing, like a timing issue, time management. Cause like in school right now, like the amount of work I gotta do is fucking ridiculous. Like my school, like when I tell you, like they're crazy. Cause like I go to Notre Dame, and like this school is like the way they put work on you is crazy. Like I'm in 7 classes right now as a
Damn.
senior. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Notre
Mm-hmm.
Dame. Notre Dame. I could talk some shit about Notre Dame when it comes to football.
Okay, and you could do that. I ain't gonna say nothing. Actually, no, 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 no. You can't come for some of them. You can't talk about certain players. But
Oh, she got a
oh,
boo football
oh,
team,
whoa, whoa,
y'all.
whoa, 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 no, because I do hair. And, like I fuck with a lot of them. Like for real, for real.
Okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay, okay.
Mhm. She talking about I got boo. I don't got no boo. I don't talk to nobody out here. It's been a sad, like, oh my god. Like you talk about long distance. Like my boyfriend is back in New York. Well, sorry, my ex boyfriend was back in New York when I was with him, and like I could not talk to people here. Like people here are kind of like weird, and there's not a lot of black people at my school, so like I couldn't really do nothing. So like I've just been like talking. If I'm talking to somebody, it'll be somebody back home in New York,
I
not
got
here,
you. I got you.
not
I got
here.
you. Honestly, that's Tuesday. That will baffle me, but that's a conversation for another day. It's like, why do y'all stick with these motherfucking schools where there ain't no black people?
I mean, because my degree gonna get me somewhere. Like, let me tell you something. My degree gonna get me wherever the fuck I want to go. Like, the job I'm about to be working, you would not even think I'd be working that shit right now. Cause I'm a psychology major. Like, I'm so sorry to make this all about myself right now, but like, I was a pre med major, and then I changed into psychology and entrepreneurship, and like, I'm gonna be working in investment banking. Like me, like how the hell did that happen?
I mean, shit. Why not?
I mean,
Congratulations.
thank
I hope
you,
you nail it. You know what I'm saying? Even
thank
though I hope
you.
you're ready for the difference in weather
Oh,
because
I am.
Indiana compared to Florida is like night and day.
Two totally different things. I cannot wait for the sun to hit me. As a dark melanated woman, the sun, I need it on my body right now. This is
Yeah.
so ghetto. It just snowed the other day. I'm like, why are we not in spring?
Damn, it's in April and it just snowed.
It snowed 2 days ago. Like, I'm not understanding what's going on.
Damn,
Honestly.
that sucks. Well, we need to go ahead and get you down here to
Mm-hmm.
this nice 87-degree weather. You know,
Like,
it rained today. thank God. And my car needed a bath, but it rained today. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, it'd be nice to go hit these down to this nice warm weather. You know,
True.
and
Yeah.
you know, I've met people from Indiana during jobs. I'm like, motherfucker, if you won't complain, take your ass back to Indiana.
They're so like. What do you
Listen,
mean? Like,
I talked to somebody. They were like, "Oh my goodness, it is only 50 degrees. Why are these people so bundled up and stuff?
oh
They
yeah, yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
gloves,
yeah.
boots on,
Like,
stuff. Bitch, it's cold.
I
Take
mean,
your ass back to Indiana where it's 2 degrees."
I mean, because when you in weather that's 90 degrees, 80 degrees, it's like, okay, but like, I ain't gonna lie, I be looking at y'all the same way. Because from New York, we are like, why you got on autumn? Like, for why? Why you got that big ass coat on?
Listen. It's even worse if you go down. People from down south, you know what I'm saying, like in
Mm,
Broward or Dade County.
mm.
Yeah, when it's 60 degrees, those motherfuckers got their jackets on.
No, I'm gonna be outside with nothing like, yes, because yo, I'm so sorry, but like, just like my freshman year, it was negative 47 degrees out here. Negative 40.
Damn,
Like, do you hear that? We had a polar vortex. I don't understand what the how is that even possible? That don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no sense.
negative 47
And I
degrees.
put that on my life. You could go look it up right now. I was
Damn.
like, nah, these people gotta get me out of here. Like my family's from Jamaica, so like I'm a like an island person. Like that was not cute, not cool, none of that. I was in my house. I could not do it. I couldn't. I couldn't. Mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm.
couldn't either. Shit. When I was in Tallahassee and it got down to 20 degrees, I was like, oh
Gotta
hell.
go.
Now, to all my people out there that want to, if you want to experience some all 4 seasons, take your ass to North Florida and the Panhandle. You will
Really?
experience all 4 seasons.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
between Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and well, ain't shit doing Pensacola, but you can go to Pensacola too. But
Mm-mm. I ain't going to Pensacola. Uh-uh. No, sir.
but
Mm.
but nevertheless, though, ladies and
Mm-hmm.
gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. Pull up that look if you haven't done so already. Let's
I
go back to your
wish.
first episode. What do you tell the people who can't find nobody, like who just in it
Mm.
and just be like, you can't find nobody to be with to save your life?
Really? Like, all right. I think that's impossible. There, like, you can find somebody. You just have to put yourself in the right space to do so. I really feel like it. Like, some people, like, first, what I would do is assess if they're all the way together with themselves. Like, do you love yourself? Do you really care about, like, you and you put yourself as a top priority? Because, like, if you don't do that, like, I be telling people, like, you don't have to come to someone all fully fixed or whatever, but just come being confident within yourself. You know, because like if you're not confident within yourself and like you don't love yourself, you're gonna like take all that from another person. You're gonna want to like you're gonna associate their love with you with happiness, and it should really be your happiness that determines that. So it's like before you get with somebody, like if you're looking for somebody right now to love you with all the things going on with you and you don't even love yourself, I feel like that might be a reason why. Because people could sense when you're not confident in yourself. People could sense when you're not like in love with yourself. They could sense when you're not like all about it. So I feel like that should be a main thing. Like I would ask them like, how are you feeling about yourself? Like how do you love yourself? Do you like, how are you feeling? And then like
Yes.
another thing though, because I'll be thinking about it, like people who are, I don't know, I don't want to sound like a mean person, but like there's different situations for different people, you know? Like there's some people who can't find somebody because they're like stubborn. They don't like they're too picky. Like, have you ever heard somebody be like, oh, like if you keep picking, you're gonna pick shit? Have you ever heard about that?
Exactly. That's why I be looking at all the people with all these damn standards. I see some men that got all these standards, like she gotta be a certain height, she can't have this, she
Oh,
can't have that. You know, it's like
mm-hmm.
some things I've from past experiences I've learned to agree with, but there's some things I'm like, you know what? If you put a limit, if you limit yourself by having all them standards, you gonna miss the motherfucker that was meant for you.
Really?
So I'm
Okay.
just like, listen, it's like if they treat you right and you
Hmm.
get the vibe from them, then goddamn it, that might be the one.
Okay. So superficial like standards are the ones you're like, okay, stay away from. So like you would go after, okay. Do you have a type?
Yeah, chocolate women like yourself.
Mm. Ooh. Okay, like me. You like melanated women.
Yes, melanated women for the win, damn it.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. So if a woman wasn't chocolatey, like melanated, you wouldn't like be with her?
She better have some melanin in her. God damn it.
Okay, okay, yeah, no, have melanin in her, but like, what if she's like light skin? You wouldn't date a light skin woman?
I would definitely that light skinned woman.
Mm. Okay, so like you describe more your type then. Like I just want to like let me just ask you like what are your standards? Like tell me your ideal woman right now.
Right now, my ideal woman is just somebody that I can vibe with. It's just somebody that we get along with. It clicks, you know. You're somebody I want to plan a date for. Like if, like, because
Mm.
there's plenty of things to do here. It's in Tampa. Like
Mm.
if you can tell if a man is really into you, if that man will go out his way to plan a date, like take you to
Okay.
a nice place downtown, rather than just the standard chain restaurants, or
Mm.
you might just go Netflix and chill. Well, since some of y'all like Netflix and chill, but
I mean, but that's for when you're like in it. Like you can't Netflix and chill the first date. That's a no. No. I
shit, you listen, you may want to talk to your fellow women because some have allowed it, you know.
usually it'll be people who are younger. I don't know about like older women. Like once you get
Shit,
like in your
it,
20s,
it's it don't age ain't nothing but a
oh,
number.
that is very true. There's
That's
people out here
that's the one
crazy.
thing you gotta learn. Age ain't
Mm-hmm.
nothing but a number because
Mm-hmm.
somebody could be 10 years older or 10 years younger than you. They'll still have the maturity of a 5 year old.
That is very true. That no, that's very true. But I just feel like I don't know, like why do you think it's okay? Like I really want to know cuz I know there are men out here who are like, "Oh, like a Netflix and chill date like in the beginning, like that's perfectly fine a first date." But like I don't know, me personally being in someone's house like for the first time, like if I really want to take you serious, like I don't like I just don't go to everybody's house, you know?
See, and
Like
honestly, and I definitely I feel you there, but it's like that should tell you in your mind, like whether or not that person even won't take you seriously because
right.
that should tell you right because sometimes they'll tell me in my mind, like if I toss that to somebody and they're like, yeah, I'll come over. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
I
does
already know what
she
time it is, and
right.
like it is what it is. But I've had some occasions where nothing went down, but to be
Mhm.
honest, those relationships didn't go nowhere, you know. So
Why? Okay, it's not because they ain't do nothing.
it's partially that, and then partially they had a drive. They had a
Whoa!
drive. Their person
Hold on, hold on. So, were you expecting something? Like you like when they came over?
when I was younger,
Mm.
I was sometimes you expected it. Yes, it's like if you coming over at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night,
Okay,
what the hell you expect?
okay. I get what you're saying. I know, like coming over at those times, like those are sex hours. Like that's when you would want to like do something. But like I don't know. I feel like you can have that in your head, but don't get mad if it doesn't happen. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take your point. I'm gonna take your point because she coming over late, late, late. It's like, what you trying to do? But like, some people could just want to like hang out with you, you know?
Yeah, I get that too, and sometimes I get it. It's 24 hours in a day. I get it. So sometimes they want to hang out and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes if you want to hang out at a certain time, it's like,
Yeah,
and also that should tell you how much a person really likes you because if they
yeah.
really like you, now don't nothing have to go down the first or second night.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, very true.
if they really like you, they'll wait. But
Mm-hmm. And they're gonna show it. They're gonna take you out on dates. They're gonna like like make you see some new shit, you know? But people aren't like that nowadays. Like people literally would just jump to like, no, come over. Like I want to see you, especially on
hold
social
on.
media.
Listen, actually, people are like that, but it's the form. Well, I've realized sometimes people want the ones that usually they want the ones that want to take them on dates and the form they want it in. You know what I'm saying? They
Like,
want this. They want it in the sorry person form instead of the decent person who got the 9 to 5, who got the career, who's
mm,
making moves, and who's actually making moves. You know, so. It's all about, or let me put it to you in celebrity terms. They want the future to act like Russell Wilson, basically.
oh, okay, yeah. People who be want to change people, I don't understand. Someone who shows you who they are, people show you who they are when you first meet them. That's why when I meet people, I just be like, I pre out the vibes because like when you show me who you are, it's like I'm not gonna forget that. Like I don't want to sound like some bitter person, but like I don't let things go. I hold a grudge sometimes, and like when I see little shit, it's a red flag. I don't ignore. I do not ignore red flags. I'm sorry. That's why I
No.
don't like my ex boyfriend. That was like my first real boyfriend, and
Mm.
at my big age, because like I don't trust people. Cause like red flag, you gotta get up out of here.
No, I feel you
Mm-mm.
on that. I feel you on that because I've got to that point too where it's like I'm because sometimes I've got to a point where I've realized at my big age and not having
Mhm.
kids and
Mhm.
having having
You're rare.
yeah,
I'm so
not
sorry. I had to say that. You're rare. You're
yeah.
rare. Not having kids.
I had to realize that. So now I'm like, I'm kind of looking for them damn red flags as well. If
Hmm.
you like Christian, I'm like, okay, you might not hear from me again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. That's
So
very true.
and it's just sometimes, and it kind of helped me to take back. I'm like, and sometimes people, you gotta realize who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm.
definitely gotta realize who the fuck you are.
No, it's true.
You just gotta be, you just gotta say I'm one bad motherfucker and call it a
Like,
day.
yeah. Thank you. Like, say that to yourself. Like, really believe it. Don't just say it. Like, believe it.
Exactly. And even if you are somebody with a lot of kids and stuff, as long as you taking care of them kids,
Mm-hmm.
okay, go handle your business.
Business. Exactly.
But
Exactly.
also, piece of advice to my people with kids: shut the fuck up about your kids on dates. We ain't trying to hear all that.
Okay. Whoa.
I'm just gonna be real because it's like I want to get to know you, your
Mm.
struggle. How can I love you? What do you need from me right now? What do you need from me going forward for it to work? I'm not trying to hear that about your kid. And if you
Okay.
talking about your kid the whole time, I'm like, come on now.
Okay, they talk about them all the time, but I mean, the first date, you need to bring up the kids. People need to know your situation, you know? Like you
Yeah, if
can't.
you bring up the kid, I get it. But if you want to talk about, oh, I can't wait to do this, I can't wait to do that for my child. My child likes to do this, my other child like to do that. I'm like, I ain't here for
Well,
all that. Listen,
damn,
I've
what's
had some crazy ass date stories.
really like what's the like okay, them telling you do they go on and on and on and on and on like they just don't
Listen,
stop no more?
listen. I
Cause
had one.
what she do?
She now, like I said, she goes on about the kids. We
Mm-hmm.
talking about 'em. She starts showing me pictures of them at Chuck E. Cheese, them here, them there, and she's like, "I just need you to come in and play your role." Play my
Oh,
role? Like,
whoa,
hold up,
whoa, okay.
hold up, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
What role
Mm-hmm.
you talking about?
Cause you ain't signed up for nothing. This is not
I
no
ain't say you don't even know if you gonna get a call back talking about something. Play your
your
role.
role. This was your first date with her? Like,
Yeah, this was
oh
like I said,
no.
this was the kind of shit I run into. I'm
Mm-mm.
like, you real bold.
Yeah,
Oh,
she. Oh,
that
sorry.
don't top the one that was in the club like back in my college days.
Like
I
what?
listen, I was just chilling with my boys. We just talking. This chick walked up on me. She said, "I think you're cute, and I think you'd be a good role model for my son. I like to get to know you. My
What?
son needs to be involved." I'm like, "That's not how you pick up a man.
Like you trying to scare the man away?
You scaring the man away. What the
No, I don't. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Cause like, bro, like you don't even know the man. You talking about, oh, you a good role model. That I'm scared about your son now. Like, girl, you won't have anybody around this man. You could have been a whole killer. You could have
hell?
been a whole
I could have been a black Ted Bundy on your ass."
right. That be no, that be it. I be
Yeah,
scared of men. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all been acting a little crazy. Like
listen,
men,
I know men are crazy, but guess what? Women are just as crazy.
true, but you have to get them and then they turn crazy. Men be crazy from jump. They be
I
crazy from you before they get you.
yeah, that's true. I don't know what's wrong with them brothers. They need help.
Yeah, they definitely do. Help
They
some of
need
them.
help. They need healing. They need all that.
They need God. That's what they need. They need
Yeah,
help.
yes, they do. So
Hmm.
going back to kids, and why is it a man with kids is such a strike? Because that's a double standard in dating community I've never understood. Like, why is it that a man can't have no kids, but a woman with kids they be out here shoot, they be out here like it's nothing.
Okay, see, I can't speak for women with kids because I'm not a woman with a child. However, I could speak for like, all right, it'd be a red flag, not a red flag, but it'd be like you don't want to deal with the baby mama drama sometimes. Like one big red flag is like, okay, you think about when it deals with like when you're dealing with a man with kids, one of the first things you think about is the relationship he has with his baby mom. It could be they could still be fucking, or like she could be an asshole. She might be wanting to do too much. And then also like when you have a kid, like I ain't gonna lie, especially I feel like for a younger woman, like I feel like with an older woman, it may be different. For me being my age, like when it comes to a man having kids, there's gonna be an expectation of me to be that child's mom, like like as another like mother figure to that child. And at my young age, I can't not, not right now. I can't do
Look,
that.
listen, if that is if he sets that expectation, you need to run because
Mm.
that's some men out here with kids that they might not even they'll talk about the kid, but they might not obligate you to be there for them.
I mean, I hear that, but I feel like at the end of the day, if you have somebody in your life and you have a child, your main thing should be somebody who will be able to accept your children. Because as a mom or as a dad, like you want somebody around your child that will appreciate them and like love them as if they were their own at the end of the day. Like that's how I was raised. If you're gonna take on somebody to have kids, those kids are now your kids, And like you're not gonna get with nobody just to have fun. Like you're not gonna introduce nobody to your kids to just to have fun. Cause if you think you're gonna let them go so soon, why'd you even introduce them to your kids? That don't make no sense to me. Like girls who be introducing niggas I mean introducing their kids to so many men like back to back, or men who be introducing their kids to so many women, and you don't plan to stay with them. That makes no sense. That's not stable for the child. I
Yes,
don't like
that's
that.
very, very unstable. And like I said, you don't need to be doing that. So I wouldn't bring up the kid until I know it's somebody I
Right.
know ain't going nowhere. Now, on the previous podcast, I think it's somewhere in the hundreds, I talked to a mom, adult mom's podcast. They said straight up, look, that child don't exist. They said straight up, they dated somebody for like maybe 2 or 3 years before they brought their kid around them. And
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
that shit, that's probably how I need to be.
Yeah, like you gotta make sure these people are good and well and safe because people are crazy. Like real talk, people are crazy. Real, real,
Yes,
real
they
talk.
are. Those people are crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. The more you drink, the better we sound. Pour up some more liquor because we sound a whole lot better. We about to bring it home. So I was actually at a bar the other day during happy
Mm-hmm.
hour, just carrying on, talk to a friend, and this bartender she overhears our conversation, and the friend says, "Hey, I could go for some Chick-fil-A, but I'm
Okay.
kind of on a diet." But I was like, you can go to Chick-fil-A, get some grill stuff. But then the
Okay.
bartender walks up. She's like, "Oh, damn well nobody goes to Chick-fil-A for the grill stuff," which is true. I
Mm-hmm.
agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But continuing, she says, "Oh, my husband, he hates it though, because he's a vegan and stuff." And then
Okay.
she talks about the husband being a vegan and how
Mm-hmm.
they be having family functions and the husband can't really participate because they be getting down. I'm talking, they be having steaks, they be having seafood
Mm-hmm.
boils, they be getting down.
Okay.
And this bartender, she just be telling some stories about how petty her and her husband be. She'll
Mm-hmm.
be like, "Oh, I want me a steak can," but the husband won't let her touch the grill,
Uh-huh.
So the husband got to make it for her, and she'll just be smiling at herself. And they be she was telling some stories about the petty shit they be doing, and
Mm-hmm.
I had to in the pause. In my head, I'm gonna sit there like, "Is you happy?" So, which brings me to what we're gonna talk about now.
Mm-hmm.
Why do people stay in relationships and they ain't happy? Because it's like I could tell by the way you talk about your husband, your boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
or whoever you with, if you're happy or not. Because if you deal with a woman who won't shut the fuck up about the boyfriend, I could tell, okay, bitch, you're happy. I get it.
No
Now,
way.
if it's the negative way around, I'm like, okay, don't judge me. But sometimes, like, you can go ahead and spill that tea. Go ahead, spill all the damn tea.
I'm weak. No, like I feel like people be with people who aren't for them because they're scared about what is out there. Like they got so used to that person. Like they're like, you know what, you're just gonna be my person, and they're gonna deal with that toxic shit. They're gonna deal with like not agreeing with them all the time, which is so dumb to me because like there are so many people out here who will love you for who you are, and people who will show you that, like they will really put the effort to show you like this is not something you should be dealing with. But people are dumb. I ain't gonna lie. People are real dumb. They see bad examples around them. I don't know. They just want to hold on to somebody, like especially
Yeah.
insecure people. Especially
Yes.
insecure people.
Yes, and what I don't get is you want to hold on to somebody, but every other day you're complaining about the motherfucker, and then and
Yeah.
then I'm just like, and then you at your job complaining about him too. I'm like, people at jobs. I'm like, look, if your husband's a vegan, you should just left it at okay, whatever.
Mhm.
But I guess because you were bored, you want to carry on the conversation. You want to talk
True.
how you do pay the shit. I'm like, okay. if you marry somebody knowing that they're damn vegan, that should have been a red flag. I'm like, I know you might call that a petty red flag, but fuck it, you ain't putting no damn new lifestyle on me. Fuck that.
Okay, you gotta put a new lifestyle. There could be a balance too, you know, because like my ex, he was a meat eater, but I don't eat meat at all. Like I'm a pescatarian, I don't eat meat at all. But you know what he did? He did do some nice stuff. Like he learned how to cook fish and stuff for me and stuff like that, and I'll like learn how to cook like meat and stuff like that for him. Because I'm not one of them like people who are like, oh my god, you should die. You're eating animals. I don't care about that. But like we adjusted to each other. Like we really mess with each other, so we would adjust. But like being married to somebody, I don't know. If you knew you can't handle that, you should never.
And
But
that's what, and that's what sometimes I'm like, if you knew that this man was like that, and then you find out, you meet his family, you find out he's the only one like that, and you're like, and you're fascinated by him, like, why the
mm,
hell you said I do to him?
mm,
But that's just a small example because I know I can bring up more examples of people doing dumb shit in relationships, and you asking yourself, is you happy?
mm. What do you think is a petty reason to break up with somebody? If you don't mind me asking, like,
Ooh,
yeah, I want to hear a petty reason you would break up with somebody.
a petty reason I'll break up somebody would probably be a height. I ain't gonna lie.
Height, like, okay, hold on. Like, what height do you want in a woman?
I would like at least 5'4" and above.
Okay, okay, but what's your
Because
height max?
sometimes you deal with a woman that's short, like 5'1" or four
Mm-hmm.
foot eleven, and you look like you think you're talking to your daughter.
Oh. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Cause she is little. Like how well, I don't know if you want me to put this out. Like how tall are you, if you don't mind me
I'm
asking?
6'3".
Okay. Okay. Okay, I hear you then. Cause then that would be way too much. That would be way, way, way too little for you. That's
Yeah.
too
So,
much.
what's your petty reason? Since you asked about petty reasons,
Mm, I'm not petty. I'm not petty. I think I'm very reasonable when I break up with people. But I don't know, like, okay, hygiene or like if I okay, I ain't gonna lie. If it's like the first couple of days and I see you like I don't know, I pick up on like little things you do, like I don't know. Like if I was to see you like pick your nose or something, I don't know. Like I'm like be in my head for not pick your nose, but like something nasty. I don't know. I can't think of nothing petty. Like I really can't think of nothing petty. Like I feel like I'm just like okay. But maybe height too, but actually no, I'm gonna take away height. 'Cause I talked to somebody who's like my height before and I'm short.
how short?
I'm 5'4".
Okay, there you
Mm-hmm.
go.
I just made it for you. I just made it. He was like, if I said 5'3", I would have been out of here. Mm-hmm.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
you on that, but getting back to people staying in relationships because they ain't happy, I'm like, there's nothing to settle for. I feel like some of those
Mm-hmm.
people they're scared to be single. Do you ever
Mm-hmm.
feel like you ever talk to somebody you're like you only with them because you're just scared to be single because you would rather complain every day, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'm just like I really don't get it.
That's what I was saying before. Like, I feel like they're scared of what's outside. Like, they don't know what new, like, especially if you haven't, like, talked to somebody new in a long time, like, you've been in a relationship for a long time. Like, the dating world is scary. Like, meeting a new person to put up with you when you put up with them, that shit is scary as fuck. But, like, that fear of negative shit shouldn't be more than you dealing with something that you know you can't tolerate. You tolerating somebody who make you mad all the time and all that shit. That's not what a relationship is. Like people need to understand that. They have like a weird perception of what a relationship is. Like it's not just somebody to put up with you. It's somebody who's there to like, be your best friend, be your support, help elevate you, you help elevate them. It shouldn't be no talk. Like I know like you gotta work on your relationship, should be hard sometimes, but like it shouldn't be no toxic shit in a relationship that you putting up with somebody who you know you don't want to be with. Like what? That's why cheating be going on. People be doing the most. Like no, nobody got time for that. But like I think all men cheat though. I'm sorry.
Not all of us cheat.
Mhm.
I'm a faithful motherfucker, but
Mm.
I'm faithful. I've been known to be faithful. I've never cheated. Ain't in my relationship. I've never cheated.
Okay. I just want to hear what you guys say. I don't believe it, but like, I just want to hear what you guys say because like some
Shit, y'all,
men.
hold on, y'all the better cheaters though. So
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying I cheat, but like women are way smarter when it comes to cheating because men do it so dumb. It's like, bro, you wanted to get caught. Like you even put no effort into not getting caught. Like you really like you didn't give a fuck. And
you know,
why? I was just talking to my friend about this. Why y'all be cheating down? Y'all cheat down from what y'all girl look like. You could have a bad, you could have a 10 on your arm, and then they will cheat with a woman that is like a 3. I want to know. Like I really want to know what is that
I think
about?
the reason is because we know some men know that they might be able to get the pussy faster from a three, so that's probably why they cheat down. Because it's like
You have a 10. You have a
maybe
10.
the ten done did something to piss them off or something like that, or maybe the ten is just not giving it up. I don't know.
It don't why then why are you still with the 10? Break up with the 10, you could give it 3. Why like why okay, if you wanna, if I'm not giving it up to you or I'm not like satisfying you, why are you still with me? Like that's what I want to know. Like why do people stay in relationships if you gonna cheat on somebody? Because my thing is like I don't know how people could cheat. I do not know because I guarantee you, even when I'm like with my all right, say I was with my ex, right? Me even having a conversation with a man where it's like getting a little too like, like I don't know, like I'm feeling like a little weird. That makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, so I know if I was to even be in a situation where I'm about to have sex with a man, like all I'll be thinking about is you. All I'm you want to think about is you. Like I could not think about you because you're my person. Why would I want to give my body to somebody else when it's like it's me and you, you
Mhm.
know? Like it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So I'd be like, when you people cheat on people, like people be like, oh, you can still love somebody, or they'll make the excuse about like men like cheat differently. They don't cheat with their heart, they cheat with their dick. I still don't give a fuck. You was thinking about me before you put your dick in another girl. Were you not? Like that would be weird if you wasn't.
No, I definitely agree. You know what I'm saying, and that's why I do definitely. I be saying to myself like, you stick to some women that allow it and stay with them. I'm like, you stick with this motherfucker. I'm like, seriously,
Like,
man, cheat on you, you gonna stick with him?
like it don't make no sense. Like, oh my god, I cannot think about. I'm gonna curse a little bit, but like
Yeah,
I'm not
go
gonna
ahead.
think. Yeah, I'm gonna like I can't think about your dick being another female when it's supposed to be like not okay. I don't want to sound possessive, but like it's me and you. Like my body's your body's my body. So why the fuck are you thinking about putting that in another girl and then you gonna come put that same shit in me? Like how are you not thinking about that? I really want to know like what be going on in people's head when they cheat. Like I don't get it. I really do not get it at all.
You know, it's like some things I don't get, but my thing is like, why the hell they take the damn cheaters back? I know you saw Mari growing up. I know you saw Mari and the same women that be on there over and over and over. Motherfucker, how
Like
many times you gonna come on to Mari?
Like, oh my god, people be coming back and back and back. Like, no, it's a
You
one
didn't learn
and
your lesson the
done,
first time.
right? And then like people like they'll get like STDs and shit like that, or like they just be doing it real reckless. Like, you have the audacity to cheat on me and cheat on me raw. Oh my god.
You're asking for some punishment, and that's why a lot of them people. That's why a lot of people when I'm getting a side chick pregnant. Yeah,
Oh
dumbass.
my yo, oh my god. Can I tell you a little story though?
Uh-huh.
Why I was watching a show called Young African and Famous. I hope some people listening y'all heard about it or watched it already. It's on Netflix, so you could check it out. Why this girl, she's married to like this African star or whatever. She got married to him, and before he gave her her first child, he had 2 children with 2 other women outside of their marriage while he was married with her. And
And
then
she didn't ask for a divorce.
she didn't ask for a divorce twice. He did it not once, twice, and she had kids for him after that. After
You know
she
what it
knew.
is? Maybe it's the celebrity. Maybe she's like, let me stick with him while he makes his money, and then break up with him. I don't know how divorce works over there. So
Oh no, but like I feel like a woman would do that here in America. Like there are people who are out here who will literally stay with somebody through anything. And when they done doing whatever the fuck they gotta do, the man done fucking whoever they want to fuck, they like finally decide you're that person for them. They're like, oh, I'm here for you, baby. Like you could
you
come.
know, sometimes I think some of those women. I'm like, you cheating your damn self.
You think so? Nah.
I think because y'all women hide the best. I think if a woman is calm,
Mhm.
if she finds out that they man cheating, if she calm, she probably fucking another nigga too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but then at that point, what are y'all doing together?
I think they just together for show. That's all it is. People just
Really?
together for show and for clout. They ain't together for love. So that's why I posed the question. If
Mm.
I hear somebody complain, I'm like, is you happy though?
Right. You're not happy. You're not
You're not
happy.
happy. You're not happy. And I'm just like,
And
if you're
why?
not happy, get the fuck out that relationship. It's
Right.
okay to be single, damn it.
Right. And like, why are you broadcasting this to everybody? Like, I hate people who put everybody in their business. Like, you're not gonna hear about none of my shit on social media. You're not gonna hear about none of my shit on nothing unless I want to put it on my podcast. But people be chatting about their like, you would think they're not even in a relationship the way they're talking about their significant other to other people, dogging them out, calling them
Mm.
ain't shit niggas. Oh, I fucking hate this bitch. Like,
Yeah, but you would, but yeah, but people I've learned over the years, people will pull up that front. It's just for social media because I guarantee they'll be because I believe that shit when I see rappers having whole families.
mm, mm-hmm,
So the shit they put in their music and all the other shit, it's just for show.
mm. I believe that. I believe it is for show, but at the same time, like, I don't know, some of that shit gotta be real. Like, there's dumb people out here in this world who will literally just stay with somebody, continuously hurt them. And it's just not gonna be me. That's all I'm saying. There's people out here who are like that, but it's just not gonna be.
Shit, they ain't gonna be me either, which is why I'm staying
Mm-hmm.
around because I'm not about to pull up your bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the crazy thing is that motherfucker be the motherfucker doing the dumb shit be trying to get to know their family. I'm like, bitch, we don't want to get to know you.
You think so? I think people who do dumb shit, they know not, they know they role. Like, they're not gonna try to OD and overstep unless they really crazy and try to be like, yeah, let me come meet your mom. Well, you know you're not trying to be with this man. That's
Or no, let me come hang out with you and your family while y'all hanging out because I just saw
hang out
something.
with who family? No. Mm-mm. Stay in no, sir.
Stay in your lane until you treat them right. Stay in your
Exactly.
lane.
Mm-hmm.
And to all my people out there, if you're dealing with somebody that's not making you happy, you can please get the fuck out of the relationship or shut the fuck up complaining about
Yeah.
every little thing, you know?
If you're gonna be with the man, like, be with him. Don't complain to us. Complain to yourself and like, realize what the fuck you gotta do to get up out of there. Like, like, you complain, not changing nothing.
Exactly. Damn sure not gonna change nothing.
Mm-mm.
So, so what you got planned for the rest of the year when it comes to your podcast?
Okay, for my podcast, I really, really, really want to have more guests. Like, I'm waiting to come back home because let me tell you something. My New York friends, they are hilarious. Like, and I know their perspective on so many things is gonna be so like dope. And I like to interview people. It's like kind of weird being on this side of it, like you asking me questions, because like you see how I try to like ask you stuff, but
Yeah,
like,
I noticed that. And you know
mm-hmm,
what? Sometimes I'm flexible. I was like, you know what, fuck, I'll allow it, you know what I'm saying? Because
mm-hmm,
you pretty, you cool. So I'll just allow it, you know.
thank you.
So what can people get from listening to your podcast?
Okay, so listen to my podcast. You could get like the tea or the scoop on how men and women feel about different things in relationships. We're gonna talk about everything, talking about like kinkiness, like what's too freaky for some people. Like, we're gonna talk about interracial dating. We're gonna talk about, like polygamy, all of that, all of that, like
Listen, I'm just
everything.
gonna warn you, you're gonna see a lot of that interracial dating shit in Florida. I
I
ain't for it, but you're gonna see a lot of it. And you're
mm,
gonna be like, it's gonna have you like, you with this motherfucker?
I be like that in
My
my
black
head.
ass ain't good enough for you, but that motherfucker is.
Do
You'll find yourself saying that shit a lot.
Really? I mean, coming out here, the way every black man is with a white woman is like ridiculous, like crazy. Like, I'm used to it now. I'm so used to it now. Like, I'm just like, okay,
I'm used to it, but I'm still like,
yeah,
sister.
like
And I saw that one TikTok trend. I'm like, oh, you know what? TikTok needs to remove some of this shit, man.
remove like what? Like what trend are you talking about?
The trend where the chick was with the black one was with the white man. She said, "Oh, I'm your master." I'm like,
Oh, yeah, I was like, no, no, you need a slap. Why would you ever do a video like that? Like, what? I mean, I know people be joking, but that's not cute.
that's definitely not cute. That
That's
that
not cute.
that's definitely not cute. So now if that white man does something crazy to your ass,
Right.
now I have no sympathy for you.
I mean, well, okay. I hear you. I hear you. But it's just like, I don't know, like, especially, what I don't like though? Like, okay, I'll be telling people, like, okay, you love who you love. But like, when it's like you bash your own race, that's when it's like, yo, you're crazy. There are black men who despise black women and you're raised by black women, you just want to be with white women. Like that shit baffles my mind.
Oh,
Like,
I've seen the same thing all too. It's like your daddy is black,
mhm.
so come on now.
Yeah, but like I don't know, like I'm not saying like okay, for me at least I don't see a white man in my future at all. I'm not saying I'm racist or anything, but it's just like I see myself with a black man. I see myself having black babies, you know? I can't I don't know, like I can't picture that right now. And there's a certain something about a black man. Like we understand each other, being black. We know more about each other. We could like connect more. I don't have to continuously like explain myself. And a fear of mine, like a big fear, I'm gonna go to like a event with you and your grandmother or your grandfather mad racist because racism and the segregation and all that shit, like it was not that long ago. People
It
seem
really
to forget.
wasn't.
Like I know someone in your bloodline hate me. Someone in your bloodline must have owned one of me. You know?
Exactly, and plus, and for me, and for the brothers out there, shit, I have my days where I don't feel like cooking, so I want to know you can cook, and I know a black woman got us. I know
Mm,
plenty black women they can throw down. So
they can. There's some who don't know how to cook right now
there is
too.
that's true. I will say there's some, but I can guarantee there's not gonna be no raisins in the potato salad.
No raisins, no nothing in there. Like,
Nothing, no
no.
crazy shit in the food. No, no.
Hmm.
I That's what I like.
So I'm sorry, I'm in my podcast mode. So you wouldn't date? Oh, I mean, you wouldn't have sex with a white woman?
No, I wouldn't.
Why you hesitated on that one?
No, because I had to think about it. I'm just trying to think. It's like, is there a white woman pretty enough for me to think about fucking? And I'm like, nah, because I thought all
Really?
the chocolate and all the beautiful black women I see on Instagram, plus all
Mm-hmm.
the beautiful black women I'm podcasting with,
Mm.
man, this dick is only going up in a black pussy.
I'm weak. No way. I don't know, cause like some boys would be like, or men, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't marry a white woman, but I'll fuck her though." What? What do you? Then why? I don't get it.
I guess for fascination purposes to satisfy a fetish, I guess.
Mm. That'd be another reason too. I be thinking a white man just want to fetishize me, especially because I'm dark skinned. I be feeling like a white man just looking at me like I don't know,
And
like
a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
and a lot of them women be falling for it. I'm like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes they're not getting the right attention from a black man, and then like the white boy give them everything they want, so they like, you know what?
Yeah. Sometimes I get it, but then sometimes like you just gotta come across the right brother.
Mm. But I mean, like, all right, what about the people who are in like what predominantly white areas? Like they in a small town and they like the only black people. Like there's like 8 black people in a town.
Then
Like
get your ass out that damn black town. Shit.
I'm weak. But what if they can't though? Like you gonna like fault somebody because that's who they are around?
I mean, you better find a way. You better find a way to do a long distance relationship.
Really?
You better find a way. Them Tinder let you swipe in other cities.
Oh no, 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 no! Don't even bring up Tinder. Tinder is not a candidate to find nobody good for you.
Actually, BLK they let you swipe in other cities too.
Really, I've never been on BLK, but like I don't know. Me and dating apps can't like.
I know
Mm-mm.
that's another conversation for another day.
Okay,
But lastly, why do people need to subscribe to the What the Relations podcast?
they need to subscribe because I'm dope. I'm dope. I'm gonna just say that from jump. Like I know, like I'm kind of nervous right now because like my first time like really like talking to somebody like on a podcast. But like when I'm on my own, like I just be in my own my element. Like when I'm talking to people, asking people questions, it's just like we're gonna get deep into everything you want to know about relationships. I promise you. Whatever episode, like it may not be now, but later down the line, whatever you like to know about a relationship or something you're questioning, you're definitely going to hear on the podcast. You're going to hear very, very, very great perspectives from different people from all over talking about these crucial issues and controversial issues we got going on in relationships today. Like, and I just know the environment we're gonna have because we're gonna be smoking, we're gonna be drinking. I'm very sober right now, so I'm like real like structured, real like I don't
Why
know.
the hell you gonna be structured when the podcast is
It
called?
look, I know. Oh my god, cause I just came home from work and I couldn't like pour up nothing right now. I know.
You didn't have a bottle or something at the house.
I know. My wine is in the bag. It's in the back.
You could
I
take the extra
know.
5 minutes to get the damn wine.
I know. Don't hate me though.
Listen,
Damn.
look, if you really are moving to Tampa, look, we'll
Hmm.
buy it in person.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We'll do it in person if you're really
Hmm.
moving to Tampa. We'll do it in person.
We'll do it in person.
because
I
I'll
promise
be in the
you.
middle of season 5. So
Oh yeah. And we could do another run back. We could do another run back. I'm gonna be real lit. I promise. I'm gonna be real for the liquor talk.
all
I
right, I
promise.
heard it. Y'all heard it here now. She said she gonna be lit, so we'll see. But Gia,
I'm
I want
ready.
to thank you for coming on. And once again, whenever you're ready to have me on, just let me know. Remember,
Of
I
course.
might be in Florida, but I'm just
Mm-hmm.
1 PM away. So whenever you're ready to have
Mm-hmm.
me on, I'm down for it.
Okay. Thank you so much for even agreeing to be on my podcast because I've been looking for guests and you would be a perfect guest for me. Like I promise.
I got you. I got you. And thank
Mm-hmm.
you for coming on my guest too, because it's hard to find good guests out here. So
Of course, I'm sorry. Like I ain't gonna lie, I think too much. I'm like, damn. Like I wish I could have been funnier. I could have did this, that.
it's
But I'm
all
not lit
good.
right now.
The people are gonna love it. And I thank you, the listener, for listening to Look and Talk. Thank y'all for checking in every episode. Be sure to
Mm-hmm.
comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in wherever you get your podcasts at. And be sure to check us out. We're gonna be on Sunshine Jams 97.3 coming real soon. Shout out to Don B for
Ooh.
making that happen. Until the next time we out this motherfucker. Peace, y'all. Peace.
Bye.